Hello, Sky Traders. Welcome back to a new episode of our podcast. Today we're having Thomas, Sky Traders CEO. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is seasonal trading and how months or weeks of the year affect your trading behavior and how you should be prepared before these kind of holidays and different months where a lot of manipulation happens. Thomas, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for your time. Hello, Mina. Hello, community.
Yeah, so the community got used to have Thomas in this kind of podcast, and I really like when we speak to the community about different stuff, also from trading pure technical point of view, and also from general point of view, and how you see the market as a SkyTrader CEO. So today's topic is seasonal trading and which month you should avoid, you should trade in as a trader. So, for example, right now we're in December, and usually it's known November and December, a lot of manipulation happens in the market because of the holidays, because of end of year. How do you think traders should be prepared in different market situations and in different seasons of the market or cycles?
I think there are two ways. On the one side, I'm thinking as a CEO of a fintech company, so it's very important that you trade every time 24/7, for example. On the other side, I saw also your videos, Mina, from the academy side, and maybe you can explain it also to our community, which days are good for trading, because I saw in the videos that you said Monday is not a very good day, or Friday it's better on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So maybe you can explain a little bit, what is your tactic as a professional trader when you trade?
Yeah, sure. So usually I trade Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because Monday, it's the start of the week. It's better to know what's gonna happen in the week, highlight your important areas that you really wanna target or that you do care about as a trader. See what happens during Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the best days for execution. So Mondays and Fridays are the best days for monitoring, because usually also Fridays, what happens is the opposite of the week. A lot of, again, it's the end of the week from technical point of view and from psychological point of view. Why? Because usually when you lose, your psychology, typically you wanna take revenge the next day, or you wanna even if you're an experienced trader, again, it's psychology, the point of view, right? So usually when you lose a trade, you wanna take revenge, and you wanna trade the next day. You wanna make up of your mistakes. You wanna learn, and so on and so forth. So from one point of view, psychological point of view, if you trade on Friday, and if you lost a lot of trades, whatever, you feel okay, I have no opportunity tomorrow. So you start taking more and more trades on Friday to make up your week, or to make up your losses, or to try to avoid this drawdown that you've been in during Friday, because you know that there is no tomorrow, or if you're trading forex especially, you know that the market is closed over the weekend or Saturdays and Sundays. So usually you try to take more and more trades, end up with losing another couple of trades. This is from psychological point of view. From technical point of view, usually a lot of manipulation happens during Friday. Either the complete opposite of what happened, or if it was huge expansion week in one direction, let's say that we're bullish, and a lot of expansion happened during the week. Usually Fridays is the retracement, and a lot of manipulation. A lot of traders are kicked out of the market, so that's why I don't prefer to trade on Friday. On Monday, it's start of the week. You still you have you did your analysis over the weekend. You have the bias, but again, you still don't know what the market gonna react. So usually in Monday, you have this kind of feeling of what's the market's doing right now, and based on that, you can actually fine tune your entries on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is regarding the days of the week. Regarding the months of the year, usually December, November are the best months for manipulation, especially December.
Okay.
That's
because
why
there's no volume, right? Or not so much volume.
Yeah, a lot of holidays are happening in December. A lot of manipulation in the market. So that's why actually if and this is another point, like if you're a trader, you should take some days and some months off. You should not like trade every day,
Yeah.
24 hours, right? Even if you're trading crypto, that's a huge advantage that it's like 24/7 open. But again, you should
Mhm.
identify which days I'm gonna take, like as of days off. So December, yeah, a lot of manipulation happening, but however, sometimes we can trade, but we need to take care of those kind of manipulation. This is from pure like technical point of view. Um, I guess also from fundamental point of view, it's the end of the year. If we speak about like the market makers or like the huge companies out there in the market that actually push liquidity in the market, it's
Mhm.
usually the end of the year for those companies. So not much happening. Everyone is planning for the next year, financial budgeting, everything. So again, as you mentioned, like not enough liquidity, and it's the start of new year, so that means like a new candle on the yearly time frame, or and on the monthly time frame. So if you break an important level, if you have like a retracement, if you're reaching a major support or resistance level, so now you know a lot of again manipulation could happen during this month. So from technical, this is basically from like a trader point of view. uh like let me know what do you think from
No, no.
a
I
business.
made 2 points on my paper.
Yeah.
The one thing is everyone should think long term. So
Mm,
trading and investing is a long term game. It's not a get rich in 24 hours game. Yeah.
yeah,
So it's okay when you not trade, for example, on Monday, on Friday because of this, because you are thinking long term. And you
yeah,
mentioned also, Mina, the part with taking some rest, and when you told this, taking some rest or make holiday or vacation, then it comes into my mind, it's like sport. When you have
yeah,
a sport, yeah, you have your training, but you have also your rest time where you can
yeah,
load up your batteries. And in trading, it's also the mindset that you can focus on the trading. Yeah.
yeah,
So long term, and really so rest also. And I think on the long term side, you can make really, really good profits.
yeah, yeah. And also rest helps you look from different perspectives, because now
Yeah.
you're not in the middle of the trade. Usually when you're in the middle of the something, you don't look from different point of views, different perspectives. You don't see even that you're wrong probably
Yeah.
about your direction or about your buys, right? But when you go out of the circle, start to look at everything from different perspectives, from different point of view, you might see that, okay guys, I was wrong in this buys, and probably I'm gonna redo my analysis. This is could be done like over the week. That's why the weekend is really important.
Yeah.
Most of crypto traders fall victim to this issue of not having rest. They are trading every day. They are trying to be in the market 24/7,
Every phone. Yeah.
and even if the market is open 24/7, it's not the case that you have to trade 24/7. um yeah, also from I just mentioned, like from market makers and from companies that really push liquidity in the market, they usually December, it's the month where they cut their budget or they plan for the next year. They wait like
Mhm.
for Jan until like doing all of the financial stuff. How do you see this also from Sky Traders? As you mentioned at the very beginning, that as a company you want traders like be trading 24/7 every day, but how do you see this like from a business point of view? Those seasonal months, seasonal couple of months on the business, how this affects actually those companies that are somehow involved in the trading industry, whether directly or indirectly.
Mhm. Yeah, on one side, for a company, is important that the customer, that the trader is working all time with the platform. But also for
Yeah,
us as a company, it's also a long term game, yeah, or long term view, because we want to have you as a trader, you as a successful trader, not only for 3 months, for example, at our SkyTraders ecosystem. We want you like a friend, like a community, a long term. So you should thinking, for example, in 3 years, when you hear the word trading, you should think SkyTrader. Or when you hear crypto, you should think Xberry, our exchange brand. Yeah. So this is really the long part of the finance business. And the people also see in our academy with you, for example, Mina, from the trading videos that we have experienced people who are working in the market since years. And this is also behind SkyTrader. So I'm maybe the face of the company, the CEO, have the overview and so on. But we have very experienced people behind, like you, who are in the YouTube channel and the global trading coach. We have, for example, Wolfgang Meyer, who is our risk manager, and Wolfgang was working in the banking industry since decades. He was managing risk management, the volume of 40 billion for a bank. So there are really experienced people behind, and our goal is really the long term, that you, when you think trading or crypto, that there's SkyTraders in your mind, there's Xberry in your mind, and I think then is the money also coming automatically for the company, because we are not also like I don't know the English word, Samaritas. Yeah, so it's like doing everything good. Also, we as a company have to making profit. This is really, I think, what you can really tell also to the people. We have to make the spreads in our courses and so on. Yeah, because we are also having to pay employees, the IT people, the development, the scale up of the company to building, for example, new offices or new companies in different areas. And also important, nowadays everyone heard about the FTX problem. So I think the future is really regulation, licenses, and so on. And this is also cost money. But on the other side, when you are a regulated company, when you're a licensed company, the people, the customers, the traders can also feel safe. Yeah, and so long term is very important.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's why if you are planned ahead, like if you know from day one, from the first day of the year, that for example you're not going to trade on December, so you have to aggregate your profits, your losses all over the year, not to fall victim that okay, I have to trade, because trader, they don't have to trade. They have a plan and they
Yeah.
trade their plan. So if you don't have a plan, like from the start of the year, that you're not going to trade on December, and you figure out in November, like by the end of November, that you have to trade because you need to like make up of your losses or whatever, or like if you're trading full time and you have to earn this for your living, so you have to trade on December. That means like not proper planning at the beginning, right? So that's why also it's really important to link between a trader and a business or a company, because again, usually it's like a cliche that trade your or treat your trading system as a company. It's not like as a hobby or something. If you know exactly that you need to aggregate all of the profits all over the year and losses all over the year, so you end up with having a consistent plan. If you know which year are gonna be your worst, if you know which month it's gonna be like your worst month, which month's gonna be like your best performing month, so now we have this kind of average, and you're averaging everything, and you can have like a consistent plan. So going back to this idea of how much like trading is treated as a business, how do you see,
Mhm.
because I know that you used to trade and you're now investing and you're like long-term investor and
Mhm.
you're really interested in dividends and for years now. So how much similarities, or how do you see like the similarities between being an investor or a trader and
Mhm.
a company, like how what's the
Yeah.
similarity right
Um, I think there will be or is a big chance for us as SkyTraders Group with all our subsidiaries. For example, in my personal opinion, I'm a long-term investor. Yeah, so it means buying shares, getting dividends, and so on. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the last podcast, but everyone knows Warren Buffett, and his
now?
quote is, "Dividends are your friends." And when
Yeah.
you look how much billions he gets from dividends from Apple, Coca-Cola, and so on, and he's reinvesting the dividends. And our vision is, or our thinking is also how we can combine the different strategies in our SkyTraders products. For example, you have your day trading products for signal services. You trade on your own and so on. And when you are trading as a day trader or as a for 2 days, 3 days, whatever, these are the short profits, maybe also short losses. So it depends on you, how's your risk management. But when you are a good trader, an experienced trader, then I think it can be a very good idea when you say, okay, these are my short-term profits, and these short-term profits I put into long-term investments. Also on the same platform in SkyTraders. So you are starting as a trader. You are getting, for example, €1,000 per month, where you are your profits, and these €1,000 you put, for example, we have in Austria the Austrian Post Service. So the Post Service, what is coming to every household, and this Post Service, this company is paying, I think, 6 or 7% dividends. Yeah, so you take your short profits and take it to long profits and dividends. So I think this can be a very, very good strategy for every trader. Build up your own investment and your future of finance.
Yeah, and you know what? Something also like really important. It's, let's say that you start trading or investing with $1,000, and now you grew this account up to, let's say, 100K. Now it's the real challenge, or the real mental challenge, because, for example, if you're like regularly risking, let's say, 3% of your account, so 3% out of $1,000, it's just like, I don't know, $30. But 3% out of $100,000, so now it's different from psychological point of view, from mental point of view. So that's the real test, actually, on the long term, because, for example, it's gonna take a lot of time at the very beginning to grow this $1,000 up to 100K, but then it's gonna be so much easier to grow the 100K up to 1 mil or 10 mil or whatever. But here's the real challenge, because now you're risking actually the same percentage, but with much higher money or dollar count. So this is another thing, that we know that trading or investing generally is a long-term game. How, in the meantime, like at the very beginning, it's the best time to prepare for this point when you are risking the same 1%, but now it's the $10,000 or $100,000 trade. How do you think that a trader should prepare for this point?
Now, risk management is very important. For example, today I got in a meeting the question, a client is getting out €6,000 from investment. Yeah. And how much money he should invest. And also here, you should divide it. For example, you have let's calculate 10,000. You have €10,000 which you can invest, and then maybe so a core can be 30% of them in the actual time you put in like real estate investments. You put it in physical metals like gold and silver, 20 or 30%. You put something into shares, and also you can take, for example, 5 to 10% into more investments who are more risky. So it means trading a risk. So you have your €10,000, but you only put 10% into the risk of trading, for example, or, for example, invest into startup companies or crowdfunding projects and so on. So it really is the risk management also in the trading. Yeah, so when you put from your 10,000 portfolio, €1,000 into trading, you also don't put this €1,000 in one trade. You also put only 1 or 2% from your budget into one trade. So risk management is everything. And on the other side, when you lose this €1,000, you only have risk 10% of your whole portfolio and not 100% of your portfolio. And this is like the mental thing, it's emotions. I don't know, greedy. The people are getting greedy more. And also in the meeting today, this guy explained to me he's so really sad because he sold his 42 Bitcoins. And he bought these 42 Bitcoins 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he sold these 42 Bitcoins with profit. So he made, I think he made out of this thousands of percentage
Yeah.
because he bought it for 10 or 20 euro a Bitcoin and he sold it for 1,000. So, and the people don't happy because they're making the profits. They're unhappy because they can make more. So this is
Yeah.
it's the psychological part of the people is really strange.
Yeah, because actually they call it like a lost opportunity, and it's for sure a lost opportunity. But again, we should not never compare a lost opportunity to losses, because a
Yeah.
lost opportunity is something that you might have done or might have achieved if you took like another decision, but it's not something that you're losing right now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely, you should be sad like if you sold your 42 bitcoins 10 years ago. But again, you should be also happy that you, for example, because it's the same thing that imagine if you bought Bitcoin at the all-time highs, like at 69K or 68K, and now like with all of your money, and now you're suffering like 70 or 80% down.
Or for example, another guy, he was telling me he was using Bitcoin years ago in the game of Warcraft, I think, to buying new swords and clothes and so on. And he was spending hundreds of Bitcoins only for a computer game because there was no use for Bitcoin in the past. There was only the use, I'm buying this new helmet for my avatar. And this helmet is costing 100 Bitcoins. And now everyone is thinking, 100 Bitcoins? Wow.
Yeah, because at that time you'd never know. Like even right now, if there's like a
Yeah.
new thing or a new technology, we'd never know if this is gonna succeed or it's not gonna
Yeah.
succeed. Because usually we focus only on the success stories, but all
Yeah.
over the way there are a lot of failed projects, a lot of failed technologies that people invested a lot and millions of billions of dollars in these projects and they failed. But we do only focus on the lost opportunity. We don't focus on the successful lost opportunities, because for
Yeah.
example, if you lose an opportunity in joining a scam company, that's actually not a lost opportunity, that's really good. But if you lost an opportunity in joining like a really successful company, now we start to complain and say that, oh my
Yeah.
god, we lost this kind of opportunity. So we should be also again, it's kind of related to this consistency, that it's never or you never like, because right now people think that okay, who joined cryptocurrencies years ago, those people who made money, but still we got still a lot of opportunities. It's like the cryptocurrency never reached its maturity stage yet, so we still got a lot of time to go, a lot of opportunities to come. If you stay consistent, you're gonna find opportunities. If you just want to pick something that's gonna make you a millionaire, that's not consistency, and basically you're gonna think more about the lost opportunities.
Yeah.
One last thing, what's your plan for Christmas and December?
Um,
Got any plans? Travel?
yeah. A lot. My meeting calendar is fully scheduled because of the
That's
launch
not a
in
plan
January.
for
Yeah, but I really enjoy the family time. So Christmas,
yeah,
enjoy the holidays and so on. I also have my wife, and she's also looking that I don't work too much, also in the holiday time, because I'm like really and little workaholic. Because I have my home
yeah,
office also with the laptop, and nowadays it's easy. You have your laptop, you have internet connection, and you can work. Yeah, it's also like in trading. When you have your work, your laptop, your internet, you can trade everywhere. Yeah, and
yeah,
I'm really excited for next year for 2023 when we launch the first product from us, and
yeah,
then Xperia and so on. So then the people really see the SkyTraders vision and how we build this ecosystem where everything is connected together in our story, and this will be a great
yeah.
impact next year.
Yeah, same here. So yeah, stay tuned, community. Try to have fun and enjoy your Christmas and enjoy your December, and stay tuned for the start of next year, because yeah, Sky Traders is coming, and the whole ecosystem is waiting for you. Thank you so much, Thomas, for
Thank
having
you,
you in
Mina.
this podcast, and see you in the next episodes. Thank you so much, community. See you next episode.